Alright, I got my big Christmas candle out. I thought I'd come on here and make one more video tonight and light my candle because I want to do a video. Look at my big drippy candle. I've had this for I don't know how long, and I only usually light it around this time because this is when I celebrate the solstice, you know, and the birth of the Christ, which is me. Rebirth, renew. Look at it, isn't it so pretty? I got my feather here. Oh yeah. Ooh, I just love this feather. Look at this giant feather. I don't know what kind it is. If any of you know what kind it is, let me know. I'm wearing my amethyst. I'm going to make a video about the menorah. Here I am. Great light at night, you guys. Wearing my amethyst. Oh, and it's so nice to put it on my skin. This is natural amethyst. Lid on it. I'm going to put the lid on it now. It fits in there. Kind of got to push it in there. Yeehaw! Okay, so here we are talking about the menorah again. And I always draw the base. I always want to remind people to draw the base whenever you're talking about the menorah, because this is the candlestick that Jack has to jump over, right? And it's concerning the 7 flames of fire. Okay? And they're all connected at the base. So, you know, this is the menorah. And I've showed before how it's the menorah. Yeah, so let's give it some flames here. We got Mercury. Oh, wait, no, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay. This is the 7. This is pertaining to the aura of man as well, because these are all in your body, the receptors for this energy. Okay, your body is a intelligent design. Okay, it's made by an intelligent designer. You can call him God. You can call him Creator. I refer to him as her also sometimes. You know, Prime Creator. Okay, and these beings who came from this Prime Creator, they are also the ones who helped build the pyramids and set all the foundations for this system that we're in. Okay, because in my viewpoint of where I am at right now on the earth, we are located in dark space. Okay, and these play a part in the light in dark space for the earth, which is the Son of Man. Okay, and I've talked before how it's concerning plants. All right, and you're a plant too, because you plant your feet upon the earth. You're a plant. You're a walking tree of life. You produce 12 fruits each month. And you need to know your sun sign. And you need to keep track of your moon. Because when the moon enters your sun sign, whichever house it may be in, say this is your sun sign, you're waiting for the moon to come into your house, and that's the harvest of your body. It's your body's natural alchemy. Okay, so when this time happens, you don't want to be drinking a lot of alcohol. You also want to kind of be fasting, because you want to produce as much as your oil as you can, okay, to prolong your life, for your body to be Christ and to be leveled in pH. The Christ oil harvest is about leveling your body to pH, non-acidic. Okay, so if you do have to eat during this time, you need to be eating like fresh, raw. Okay, that's going to assimilate with your bloodstream immediately. Anything you can eat fresh, raw is best diet, okay, for your body. Now, that's concerning dark space, but we come from white space. Okay, a lot of people call this heaven. There is no time here. Okay, so time is a construction, and you need to understand, you come from here too. Okay, And you can enter this space again, even while you're in your body. You can create the connection. Okay, and that's the part of the alpha beta worlds, is about the connection. And then that further helps us understand that we are truly light eternal. We don't perish. This is pertaining to the sine wave, the menorah. Okay? And this is why people call people here sinners, because of the sine wave. But you need to know, sin is not real. It's just pertaining to the sine wave, which we know is pertaining to waves of matter and energy. Okay? So you're technically not a sinner because you are whole, right? If you're here and you're a whole person, you're considered holy from beginning, right? So we have the dark space, we have the white space, we have the illustration of the menorah with the 7 flames of fire, 7 flames. Okay, and we've talked about earlier how there wasn't only 7, right? Because there's 10 total. Well, what about the other 3? Okay, let me erase this because I want to talk about the other 3 pertaining to the water. Okay, so the other 3 planets outside the flames, they are pertaining to the afterlife. Aftermath. AFT. My spelling has just been, my pen is just getting ahead of itself constantly. Okay, so Uranus is blue. Okay, and Neptune is blue. And Pluto is on ice. Okay, so what does these have in common? Water. They're in the skies above. They're pointing to the water. Because the sky is blue. They're pertaining to ice, because ice is a state of water, right? And this is the giant ice ring that circles the whole menorah, right? These are the flames of fire, and this is the water, and then this is the ice. So you have fire, water, and ice. Okay, now the 7 are important because these are what you can see with visible eye if you stand upon the land. So that's why those are important. And they play a major role. And outside, these are all pertaining to the afterlife and the waters above, because they're not a part of the flames of the fire. They're concerning the water. Okay, and this is the story of the waters above. So you're not going to see a lot about these planets in the Bible. Okay, but you will see a lot about this in like the Greek mythology. Uranus is a telltale sign, right? Because it's pointing to your tail end. Okay, because it is concerning the tail end. The end. Uranus. Okay, the end. Right, and we know because the wheel shows us the circle and it shows us the serpent that's eating itself, right? That the beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning. We see that in the lesson of Aquarius. So I hope this kind of helps better understand the other planets outside the 7. Right? And I've told you before, the menorah has many different stories on it besides what I've just been showing you. But I want to start off with just this basic outline, and I hope I've explained this well. So another thing I want to mention also is about about the log. Okay, so the zodiac being the log, that's the Yule log. Okay, and that's where people celebrate the solstice. And the solstice is an event that happens on the 21st of December. Okay, where the sun technically dies on a cross, and then in 3.5 days he's resurrected to life. He moves 1 degree and he starts to proceed to go back up the ladder. So technically, the solstice is the story of life and death and rebirth, and we celebrate this with the evergreen tree because the tree is evergreen. It doesn't fade in its beauty, right? And so that tree is a better reflection of us, we don't shed our beauty either. We are green.